Alright, so this is the Wynn Charmer deck. I've done the Fire one. I've made all the decks. It's just the Fire one was my favorite, and it was the one that was that basically all the support was there for it to run and spam, so it was easy to put that deck together, make that available. Wynn Charmer was pretty much the second one. I just been too busy to make the deck profile of this. I've been making so many decks and other stuff. Anyway, so this is the Wynn Charmer deck. You got here Wynn, the Wynn Charmer. She's a 3-star spellcaster, 1500 defense, 500 attack. Flip, take control of one face up Wynn monster on your opponent's side of the field. Actually, it doesn't say face up, but doesn't matter. You take your opponent's Wynn monster. It has to be face up. It's easier to determine if it's a Wynn monster, obviously. Take his monster, and as long as this monster, Wynn Charmer, is face up on the field, you have control of that monster. She's not really in the deck for that effect. Of course, she's just in there because she belongs to the archetype. Plus, she works well with the other two, mainly to bring out familiar possess when she's needed in the ability to special summon this from the hand or deck. Mainly, you want to summon it from the deck so that you could, deck then. Then obvious combo to summon this from the deck is to first special summon Dynatarium, right? Then normal summon Wynn, the Wynn Charmer, then send both to the graveyard to special summon familiar possess Wynn from your deck to the field, and then it'll gain piercing, so it'll be 1850, piercer that can deal damage even if the monster's in defense mode. Another combo with Dynatarium is Storming Wind. Special summon Dynatarium, then play Storming Wind. Use Wind's effect to tribute Dynatarium, so that way you can special summon a Wind monster from your hand onto the field. You want to obviously bring out Mist Valley Apex Avion, because he's a powerful Wind type. And if you have Shrine of Mist Valley on the field, or Divine Wind of Mist Valley, you have the ability to negate spells and traps and monster effects. So that's a powerful effect, so it's worth summoning it. You could also do rank 4 plays. Obviously, you use Dynatarium along with any of the 4-stars Wind monsters and go into a rank 4. Since the Wind type, you can obviously create Chidori. It'd be rare for you to even use Shrine of Mist Valley's effect, but it could work. It could actually apply, because if you have the field spell and you have, like, let's say you have Storming Wind on the field, it dies. You can bring out the Wynn Charmer out with Shrine of Mist Valley's effect. But the only reason Shrine of Mist Valley is in the deck is to be used with Mist Valley Apex Avion for his negation effect. It's the only real reason in there, but it does have some synergy with the other cards. Soul Charge, obviously, so you can bring back your monsters after you use them, so you can do some other XYZ plays, do a lot of powerful shenanigans, as they call it. You can bring back 2 Apex Avions onto the field, so that'd be a major threat. You can obviously, since they're both 7-stars, you can overlay and make a rank 7. Beta, MST, red screen, staples, you know what to do with them. Wing Blast, this is a replacement for Regeki Break. I'm using this more now than Regeki Break. We'll see how long that lasts, because you never know, another card might come into the game that I want to play instead, or I'll go back to Regeki Break. It depends. But right now, Wing Blast is my go-to card for getting rid of any problematic cards that can potentially beat me, or will beat me if I let it stay on the field too long. Spiritual Wynn art, just a great card. It's good when you have something that, you know, like you have a monster that's about to get dark hold or something. Then it's like, you know what? I'll just play this, tribute the Wynn monster, and just return something on my opponent's side of the field and put it on the bottom of their deck. So it's like another wing blast, you know what I mean? So essentially you have 6 wing blasts in the deck. Call the Haunted. It's good for bringing back Apex Avion if I discard him with wing blast, or if I tribute him for my spiritual art Wynn trap, or if it just dies by battle or something, or I just send it to the graveyard with a vowel chain. You know, you could just resurrect it and boom, instantly have it on the field. Divine Wind of Misvalue, just so that way I have, you know, another card I can use for Apex Avion's effect. So I have 4 chances of getting the combo set up on the field, where I can negate my opponent's card effects. The main thing you want to do, obviously, is you want to get one of the field spells on the field, an Apex Avion and red screen, and that right there is your triangle of power, as I call it. And then in my decks, it's a triangle power, because you can attack, your opponent cannot attack, and you have the ability to control what he does and doesn't do because of Apex's effect. Wind up Zen main in case you ever get into the point into the scenario where you need to make him, he's there. The vowel chain, this will help you get Apex to the graveyard fast enough so you can call the Haunted him onto the field, so you can abuse his effect. You could also put anything else you want on top of your deck, even an Apex Avion on top of your deck, in case you got the Dinotherium and Storming Wind effect, you know, combo, for example. Maestro Djinn comes in handy defensively. It comes in handy with running over large monsters that high attack below defense. Corn, good against Zen main against Zen main, stroke, monsters you just can't attack, like, for example, number 82 Heart, Land, Draco. Since if your opponent has a spell card, you can't attack it, so Corn comes in handy in getting rid of it. Also comes in handy in getting rid of your opponent's number 101. Your opponent's, you know, Exciton if he has one on the field. And essentially anything that has 2100 or less attack, which is, as you can see, my extra deck is full of 2100 and less attackers. So obviously a Corn will be useful against that. It's good against monsters that can't be destroyed by battle, and it's good against monsters. It's good as a main phase 2 effect. If your opponent manages to summon a monster during battle, you can go to main phase 2, use, you know, Exceed into this and get rid of that monster, so that way he has no monster, and you deal 1000 damage, because it's about dealing damage to your opponent. Reduce his life points to 0 as soon as you get his life points to 0. That's more important than card advantage or field advantage. Just make sure his life points hit 0 faster than you, and nothing matters, right? Because I play field spell, and it's all about getting at them life points, boys. Number 82 Heartland Draco is in there because it's great defensively, and it's also good to attack my opponent's life points. Number 101, just because it's a rank 4 Big Eye. Evil Sworn Exciton Knight, because it's a rank 4 Black Rose. Castel the Avion Sky Blaster. He's a generic Chidori, and since I played 3 Chidoris in the deck, he just acts as the 4th Chidori. I could take out Lavalva Chain and Maestro and put in 2 more Sky Blasters, so that way I essentially have 6 Chidoris in my deck, which is kind of like having 6 Tiramisus, right? Whichever way you want to look at it. And that power is very useful against monsters that can't be destroyed by battle, or if they are destroyed by battle, they float. You know, it's a good way of getting rid of floaters. Good way of getting rid of ice hand and stuff like that. Things of that nature, artifacts. You know, because you don't want to destroy them, because then they'll get their effects and blah blah blah. So I have 4 ways of dealing with that in the extra deck, which is always good. If you ever need to make Big Eye in the scenario to soul charge into a Big Eye, there's Big Eye, there's Dracosac, there's even number 74 Master of Blades if you need them, and got a Dragon that Thunder Charger just in case you need the piercing effect to win a game. And that's the end of the deck profile.